Hi crafters, Amy here with Amy's Wares, and today I have a simple stenciled and stamped card to share with you today. To start, I'm showing you this simple grid 6x6 stencil. This is an older stencil from a Colorful Life Designs. I have an A2 size card base and some ink pads from Catherine Pooler. This is the Date Night collection. My blending brushes and this awesome Buds and Blossoms stamp set from Concord and Ninth, and some VersaFine clear black pigment ink. And here is a photo of the finished card on the front and on the inside. Lots of white space. I like to keep it clean and simple, but some pretty colors, easy stenciling and stamping, and it came together really quickly. So to start, I'm loading up this card base on my Wendy Vecchi station tool and picking out a couple of colors from this collection. I have Cumberbund and I can't remember the other one, maybe Pucker Up, but I'm just doing some very simple ink blending just in the lower right corner. I am going to let those two colors overlap, so it does create a third color in the center. Oh, I think it's actually Do-Si-Do is the color, my mistake. But it creates this gorgeous purplish color in the middle, so it adds some interest to this design. But I am going to remove the magnets and pull the stencil up and reveal this awesome stenciling. Now it is a little stark, so I do come back in with the blending brushes and kind of tone down the white stenciling just a little bit, just so it's a little bit more subtle. And I am going to be doing stamping directly on top of this, so it is going to be nice and flat and a single layer card when all is said and done. So I'm going to load this up in my mini MISTI and decide what of these stamps I want to use. And I have this awesome little floral here that I'm going to load up in my MISTI, and I'm also going to use this very small sentiment from the stamp set just to kind of complete the design on the front of the card. Now I'm not sure how much it's going to stand out against this background, so I am taking a little bit of a risk here just because it is a little bit of a busier background, but I do feel that it ended up working out in the end. So if you're concerned about that, obviously you could use a stamp that has a little bit more line weight to it, or you could stamp and maybe fussy cut it out on like a little separate piece, or maybe on like a little die cut circle or something like that. But overall I wasn't too worried about it. I did try it out on this little piece of cellophane just to see if it would stand out enough, and I felt like it was enough in this case. So I'm just gonna go for it and stamp this down with the black pigment ink. That's the beauty of a MISTI. You can do it a couple times if you don't get a perfect impression the first go. So I'm just gonna make sure it's nice and rich and dark, and use my press tool just to kind of stamp that down. And then I'm going to come in with the second piece of this stamp. It has the little bloom portion or whatever this is. I'm not sure what sort of plant it would actually be, but I make sure I get it lined up with the first stamp, and then I'm going to use a little bit of color to stamp this down. Now I do decide to use a color. It's a darker pink one from this ink pad set, but I do decide to go back and cover it up with a different color as I work a little bit farther in the design, just because this wasn't quite my favorite. So I do decide to come back in and grab a different color here. I'm going to wipe it off, make sure it's nice and clean, and then I grab this, I believe it's called Serenade, and I decide to stamp that over. So I'm kind of playing a little bit on the purple color that was created in the ink blend between the first two colors, just to kind of help that pop a little bit off the design. Now I did grab my bigger MISTI just because I wanted to stamp on the inside of the card base, and it was a little bit easier to use my bigger MISTI. So I grabbed the thank you stamp from the same set and loaded up to stamp that down with that same corally pink color on the inside of the card. And you will see I do decide to continue the little floral design on the inside as well, just to give it a little bit of interest. So once I stamp this down and get the color nice and even and rich, then I'll wipe that off and remove that. And then again, I'm going to start with the branch layer of this same stamp that I used on the front of the card. So this is a way to continue the design easily onto the inside of the card and give it some visual interest without a lot of effort. So I'm just going to stamp it again with that same black pigment ink. Make sure that's nice and even, wipe that off, and then I will line up the little round balls for the second stamp on this. And I do end up using that Cumberbund color just because that's my favorite, and I wanted to bring a little bit more of that into the design. So I'm going to stamp that down, make sure that's nice and even, And then that's going to finish the stamping portion of the card. Now I do decide to use my corner chomper just to add some more visual interest, just because this card is pretty clean and simple. There's not a whole lot to it. So I'm going to use the 1/2 inch rounder side and do just the opposing corners, just to kind of make the card a unique shape. And then I have these crystal clear bubbles that I got from Doodles Paper Playground, and I'm going to put a few of those all over the not the inside of the card, the outside of the card. At this point I was considering putting them on the floral itself, which is an option just to kind of really help that pop off of the card and off of the background, but I do decide against that ultimately and just do a little smattering of them around the outside of the composition. So there are all different sizes from large to small. Now sadly I do think these are not available in the shop right now. I will link Doodles Paper Playground below because she has tons of other cute stuff, but I know at this point I think she has run out of those crystal clear bubbles. So keep an eye on her shop if you want to watch for those and see if she brings them back. But I will add some little, this is like a glitter glue, just an inexpensive, it's kind of like stickles. I decided to add that just to the one side of all of these little blooms, just to give it a little something extra to help it kind of pop off the background and add some interest. So overall, a very clean and simple design. It didn't take too much, just some ink blending, and don't be afraid of white space. Sometimes it makes for a really nice, crisp, clean and simple card. And yeah, I love the white space. I'm personally drawn to it. So you do you, but I hope you enjoyed this design. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I'll check you next time. Bye.